Good night.
Cool. Thanks, babes. Who is that? Is that 80s or 90s?
That's gotta be maybe.
Generation games and stuff.
I think in the 80s, early 90s, I think. No, not. I think it's late. They should be there.
Yeah, just saw that.
Yeah.
Rubbish day. Yeah, it's gone. Might reuse that song because if we start back at like 2:15 now, we can just write 45 on the end. Damn, that's better. I particularly like that that's out of focus. Like, that's perfect. What is that?
But it's not the same.
No, different cameras. 2 cameras.
Tech support wasn't involved in that.
I particularly like that it's out of focus.
Oh, yeah, it's like very hard.
I guess if I did a live show before I jacket, which feels. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if that's like cringe. Right, let's go.
It all seems to be working. You ready to go?
Thank you very much, babies.
Yeah. Quiz it, go.
Hello, my friends! This week, it's a potato masher. But I hope you like that. Welcome back to the pub quiz. Thank you, genuinely. Before we kick off, I'm going to a huge thanks to you for sticking with us. If you weren't here last week, what did you miss out on? I think you missed out on a breakdown. I think that's fair enough to say. You missed out on my laptop playing up. You missed up on my Wi-Fi playing up. You missed out on my phone running out of battery halfway through. You missed out on me trying not to swear numerous times, and you missed out on what can only be described as a nightmare. So thank you so much for coming back if you are a regular quiz player. If you are a new player, hello, and thank you so much for coming. I've got to say, I'm very chuffed to see already on the comments we've got some wonderful people like hello Richmond, hello Lisa, hello Francesca, all on Facebook, and of course on YouTube we've got Josie and a huge man of the moment. And I don't mean that in a fat shaming way. What I mean is, it's his birthday today. It's Richard Wright. Happy birthday to you, and etc. We're not getting any younger. So happy birthday to you, my friend. I hope you are having a birthday boy. He's 21 again. So how lovely that you've joined us here on your birthday. So thank you so much. If you have got any shout outs, as ever, please hop on the comments on Facebook or YouTube and I will read them out. Let's have a quick look at what's going on. Jen is saying that she missed the breakdown. Jen, I don't think there's anything wrong with that whatsoever. I can also see that Francesca's saying that last week was epic. It was epic in the same way that battle scenes in Lord of the Rings were epic. But we are back and we're very excited because this week we have got a great quiz ahead. Something that I have to fill you in on while we just wait for more people to join, as is the usual way. My sister, the reigning champ of about approximately, I think it's 5 weeks.
5 weeks on the trot.
5 weeks on the trot. She has decided to step aside. That means that a gap has opened up for our new leading quiz king, queen, or maybe even trans. It's 2020. Our new quiz person could be you. And I am incredibly excited about what we've got coming up. So this week, we've got Eurovision. Do you like what I did? We've also got Cake Cross Sections, Horrible History MP3s, Musical Media, TripAdvisor, Tosh, and Catchphrase Karaoke. Just while we're waiting for more people to join, if you do want a picture round, it's not too late to donate. We've got Una on tech support. You can still go on Eventbrite and do that. As ever, a huge and earnest, heartfelt thank you to everyone that has donated. Just to explain, if you are new to the quiz, how it works is I thought I would set this up as a voluntary donation of £1 per person. That's just because I don't have any income at the moment, and it was just nice to be able to get something to pay my bills, because I've looked at how much you get for selling a kidney, and the answer is not enough. So thank you very much, everyone that has donated. It really is appreciated. As I say, it's not too late to donate, but also equally, if you can't afford to donate, just DM me or pop a comment and we will get a picture round over to you absolutely straight away. Just while we're waiting for more people to join, structure as ever is going to be round one. Then we're going to do the questions and we're going to do the answers. I prefer to do it that way round. Some people like to go for the answers before the questions. Not me. I'm a purist, and I'm sorry. So yeah, we're going to do the questions before the answers. We're going to mark all of those up, and then we're going to have a break where you can go and grab a drink, and then we are going to do the second round. We've also got the booster round as well this week, which I'm very excited about. This is always where the pressure builds. So just as we wait for more people to join, Steph, I am so sorry. I know that you've got a love-hate relationship with my sister. But unfortunately, she is not going to be back this way. I mean, she's fine. She's not, she's not gone anywhere, but she's no longer with us on the quiz tonight. So, yeah, it's all opened up. Now, just before we enter into the fray, while I wait for more people to join, picture round, if you need one, then let's, sort of let us know in the DMs and we will get you over one. You're going to be marking yourself. There's going to be 1 point for each correct answer. Don't cheat, because nobody is wearing a yacht, and generally don't be a willy. If this is the first time...
Wearing.
Sorry?
No one's wearing a yacht.
No one's winning a yacht. Well, I mean, maybe no one's wearing a yacht either. But yes. So there's going to be no swearing. It's all family friendly, so taste and decencies do apply. As before, it is going to be very fast paced, so you will need to listen all the way through. I personally think it's really important to listen to the question numbers because that way you've got an idea of where you're coming. Also, if you don't know an answer but you think you might, write a little clue to yourself in the answer sheet, and that will help you go back. And also, if I was you, I would start looking at the picture round now. Don't worry, we are going to be starting very, very, very shortly. We're just waiting for more people to join. If you do want to make it more visible, then you can like this video by clicking the thumbs up. You can also share it if you are one of our Facebookers. If you're on YouTube, you can share it via other social media channels. And if you are on that channel as well, if you want to subscribe to my channel, then you get all the cool kid content that I do. I really wanted to do this week. Question number one, I wanted to be whose birthday is it today? But we all know it's Richard Wright, so that would be a ludicrous question. I also want to know if anyone else is celebrating anything as well. We went out to the park the other day. I've never had this before. We helped celebrate a dog's first birthday. How lovely is that? All social distancing rules apply. Rosie was 1 year old and they had little cupcakes and we gave them out to everyone. It was absolutely lovely. So Alfie, Millie and Greg, if you are watching, then say hi to Alfie for us. As ever, if you've got pictures of dogs, I absolutely do want to see them. Now, just if you're just joining, we are going to be starting very, very shortly. The biggest thing this week is there is no Ruth to stand in the way of taking the title. She has won it for 5 weeks in a row and is standing aside to give some more help to other people. And I can see that already Fiona is looking for a picture around. Fiona, we are going to get that over to you. Just let us know what's the best way to get in touch with you. I love how Lisa is saying that they make you feel ancient. That's how I feel. But as we're talking about age, don't shy away from it. I think aging is a beautiful, a wonderful thing. And I say that as because I'm going to be 50 in 19 years' time. So I think it's an amazing process. Don't shy away from it. Lean into it and have a lot of fun. And speaking of fun, I think without further ado, we are slightly ahead of time, but I just realized how much I prattle on at the start with just thoughts that come to my own mind, and that's not what anyone wants. So, as the time is now coming up to 8:10, we're going to start the round, the quiz, where, look, I don't want to do equal opportunities, but now more than ever, you have got a huge opportunity to win the quiz. We have got no Ruth. We have got the boost around, and being honest, with it being a sunny day, then that makes it a lot easier for you to sweep in and take the title. So without further ado, then let's start round number one. Question number one for this Mr. Richard Wright birthday quiz spectacular. Question number one. What year was the EU referendum vote? That's question number one. Do you remember Brexit? I miss it. To be honest, I miss complaining about Brexit, having people sort of arguing about it. But what year did the EU referendum vote kick all of that off? That's question number one. We've already got Lisa saying that she feels, we'll use that experience to its best, Lisa, because I want to know what year was the EU referendum vote. Feels all like a dream now. And actually, it's like a dream. They're like, no, I'll deal with that. But what year was the EU referendum vote? Good question, Keris. That was the first one for Brexit. I don't think there has been a second referendum unless I've missed a heck of a lot of news. But hey, keep questioning me because you will find out the gaps in my ignorance, of which there are so many. Question number two. I really like this. Apparently this is quite a hard question, but I thought this was quite well known, which is always interesting. Who famously entered a lookalike contest of themselves and came third? So that's question number two. Who famously entered a lookalike contest? And the lookalike contest was actually about do you look like this said person? And the said person entered the contest and only came third. Now, I thought that was quite a well-known thing, hence why I did it for question 2, but apparently that's actually a very hard question to ask. Also, a huge shout out while we're talking about birthdays to Kirsten, who does have her birthday on the 25th, so that's this upcoming Monday. So absolutely happy birthday to you, Kirsten. Very excited to do the quiz for you on Monday. And if you are struggling with the Wi-Fi, I am so sorry for that, Fiona. A dodgy hospital Wi-Fi. But so excitingly, Mummy Chawns has arrived. She's made her entrance. How exciting! And for anyone else like Mummy Chawns who is late to the party, let's go over what you've missed so far. Question number 1. What year was the EU referendum vote? Thank you very much, Keris, on YouTube for pointing out that there have actually been 2. We're looking for the one in most recent history, not the one in the 70s. Got to read up on that. Question number 2. Who famously entered a lookalike contest of themselves and only came third? They entered a lookalike competition that was all based on this said person, and the said person who actually was that person came third. Question number 3. Eurovision was this week, and in homage to that, which song was voted as the UK's favourite Eurovision performance? That's question number 3. Which song was voted as the UK's favourite Eurovision performance? And while we're doing that, seeing a lot of love for Mummy Chawns on Facebook, which is lovely. Great use of GIFs as well, Heike. Unfortunately, to my friends on YouTube, we can't do that, but I am loving this. Josie, Richard, Keris, thank you so much for joining us on there as well. And don't forget, if you've got any questions, just let me know in the comments. Now we get on to the first of the picture rounds. It's question number 4. It's picture number 1. This week is a homage to musicals. Can you guess the musicals from their posters? That's question number 4. Is picture number 1. And when I was researching this, I found like how many musicals have like amazing posters. They're always like really, they're not as aggressive as film posters. Very odd. They're always like quite lovely and stuff that you'd like. I would have it on my wall at home. But then again, still not gay. But question number 4 is picture number 1. Can you guess those musicals? So you should have 5 answers for that for question number 4. Question number 5. I think it's a firm favourite. Perhaps a lot of people would say it's their favourite sort of type of food. But crisps, I thought I'd do a crisp round because Una's always a solid fan. And I know a lot of people are as well. And we're talking international today because Walkers are what the UK brand is called. But do you know what Walkers are called in the US? Now, this is really interesting because apparently, and I don't know, you probably know better than me, but they're called this across Europe as well. I don't want to give away the name, but Walkers, what are they called specifically in the US? But you will also see it across Europe as well. Now, looking onto Facebook, thank you very much to Becky for getting in touch. Question number 4, I'm guessing it was that you missed, and it was picture number 1. Can you guess the musical? So there are 5 answers up for that. Don't forget, if you need any questions, then hop onto the comments, and I will repeat ad nauseum if you want to. Sorry, Anne?
Or picture round.
Or if you want a picture round, it's not too late to donate, then you can do that. Una is working solidly away on that like an absolute trooper. Question number 6. I know we have some Germany people in. Hello, Germany people. You will find this very easy. I love this kind of question. Question number 6. In Germany, they call it a dödel sack, which literally translates as a yodel sack. But what do we call this instrument in the UK? So that's question number 6. In German, they call it a doodle sack. Dödel sack, which literally translates as a yodel sack. What do we call that instrument in the UK? And I can actually see there's a little bit of opening up onto YouTube, but not so much as a fight, but a staunch protestation on YouTube. The best crisps are Tato. That comes from birthday boy Richard Wright. And what's really nice is my mom's just guessed an answer on Facebook, which is, of course, the one day that I haven't pointed out. That's the cardinal rule. Don't give away your answers in the question bar. But there we go. In the comments, don't give away the answers like my mom has. But that's absolutely fine because, of course, it is Molly Chawns. And also, we need a question repeating for question number 3. Question number 3 was, what song was voted as the UK's favourite Eurovision Song Contest performance this week? So we're looking for the song that was voted the UK's favourite, and that was done earlier on this week. While we now move on to question number 7, we are picture number 2. They are cakes from the cross sections. Can you guess the 5 cakes there that are in the picture round? So that's question number 7, picture number 2. If you do, then if you don't have a picture round, then it's not too late to donate, or just pop us a comment and we will send that over to you straight away, and we will let you know. As I say, you can get it for free, or you can donate £1. If you have any problems with that coming over, as I know there was a little bit of a problem, then just let us know. Question number 8, as we are thundering on. I really like this. It's an old round I haven't done for a long time, but I really enjoy it. Not gonna lie, this week it is incredibly difficult. Question number 8. Which one came first? No, it's not like that. Which one came first? Bisto or Oxo? It's a very difficult question, and to be honest, it took a lot of researching, and I'm worried that there are going to be some gravy historians out there, because it's quite hard to get to the bottom of it. But I think I have an answer, and I at least have a reasoning for my answer. But which one is older, Bisto or Oxo? That's the question for question number 8. Who came first, Bisto or Oxo? Really like that. It's one of these things that you don't realize until you like look into this. All of those little brands that you kind of like, whoa, that's really old. And if you were there for last week's quiz, 1929 was when sliced bread was invented. What? I mean, that just blows my mind. And speaking of blowing my mind, something was new on the block. Question number 9. What does ITV stand for? There you go. That's question number 9. What does ITV stand for? It's one of those things you'll know around ITV. In Scotland, they have STV, but what does ITV stand for? Having a quick look, catching up on those comments. Lisa, of course, we are not going to judge you for your handwriting, because you are judging yourself. That is the beauty of the quiz, and be a kind judge to yourself. That's all I'm going to say. But yes, you are going to be marking your own. What is going to happen as well is I'm going to read through to question number 10. Then I'm going to repeat any questions that need repeating, and then we're going to go over to a wicked. I really enjoyed putting this together this week. You've got to guess the rulers from the horrible history songs. Very excited about that, but we'll explain more when it comes to it, because we are now on to question number 10, which is the final question of round number 1. It's a true or false, which means it's 50-50. The only thing that is difficult is it is quite a difficult question this week. It's a weird question this week, and don't ask me why or how I came up with it. But this week's true or false for question number 10. True or false? The Netherlands are the largest exporters of fresh onions in the world. That's question number 10. The Netherlands are the largest exporters of fresh onions in the world. Question number 10. Is that true or false? And that concludes round number 1. Now, if you do need any questions repeating, then get onto the comments bar. We need to know if there are any that do need repeating, because we're going to move on to the musical MP3s this round. Basically what I have done this week, and I'm so excited to share this with you. You've got to guess the monarchs and the MP3s. I've gone through the wonderful Horrible Histories, which is an incredible show. If you haven't seen it, I would absolutely guarantee it. It's absolutely incredible. I have clipped the songs. I need to know what monarchs are from these MP3s. Quickly, let's just have a look. So we've got some questions that need repeating. So question number 9, what does ITV stand for? That's question number 9. What does ITV stand for? And question number, yes, the edible kind. The Netherlands are the largest exporters of fresh onions. That is the edible kind in the world. Now, very excitingly, we move on to question for the MP3 round. Can you name these monarchs from the MP3s? I'm so excited to share this with you. This is a genuine pleasure to put together. There are 4 in total. I want to know who are the monarchs from these MP3s.
Number 1. I am a leader and a lady and a queen. I'm such a queen, never been seen. I am a pharaoh, yet they're all meant to be guys, but I don't care, I just wear be a disguise. Number 2.
Never had a limp, always walked my full height. Never had a hump and my arm was all right. Never took the crown with illegal power. Never killed my nephews, the princes in the tower. Tudor propaganda, it's absurd.
Number 3. For 40 years I ruled alone, shed all those tears while on the throne. What got me through the pain and hurt was clinging to the memory of our birth.
Number 4.
I love the people and the people love me so much that they restored the English monarchy. I'm part Scottish, French, Italian, a little bit Dane, but 100% party animal. Champagne spaniels I adored, named after me too. Like me, they were fun with a natty hairdo. Is today my birthday? I can't recall. Let's have a party anyway because love us all.
There you go. Those were the musical leaders. I want to know if you need any questions repeating. We are going to go through that round absolutely one more time. You always get the audios 2 times through, but it's always important to listen to them both times because don't forget, this week we don't have the reigning champ Ruth for 5 weeks. She has won this quiz. She has stepped down. We need a new quiz champion. Who is it going to be? It is all I need to play for this week. So I'm going to play that through one more time. This is your final opportunity to get in the comments and let us know if you need any questions repeating. But for now, can you name the 4 monarchs from these horrible history songs?
Number 1. I am a leader and a lady and a queen. I'm such a queen, never been seen. I am a pharaoh, yet they're all meant to be guys, but I don't care, I just wear be a disguise.
Number 2.
Never had a limp, always walked my full height. Never had a hump and my arm was all right. Never took the crown with illegal power. Never killed my nephews, the princes in the tower. Tudor propaganda, it's all absurd.
Number 3. For 40 years I ruled alone, shed all those tears while on the throne. What got me through the pain and hurt was clinging to the memory of our birth.
Number 4.
I love the people and the people love me so much that they restored the English monarchy. I'm part Scottish, French, Italian, a little bit Dane, but 100% party animal. Champagne spaniels I adored, named after me too. Like me, they were fun with a natty hairdo. Is today my birthday? I can't recall. Let's have a party anyway because I love us all.
There you go. Those were the music rounds. Hope you can hear them. Let us know. I'm guessing, as I've had nobody sort of saying that it wasn't loud enough. That is really, really good news. I think we're sailing through this, which is absolutely brilliant. Let's have a quick hop onto those comments. Rollers, bikers, or onion rings are meant to be specific to Una. I thought I would do a little bit of a quiz. I know there are things that are very close to your heart, Mr. Richard Ryan. I hope you're enjoying a very good pizza. Let us know what topping they are. Karis, thank you very much for saying that the tunes are brilliant. If you do enjoy that horrible histories, I would love to take the credit for that, but they are absolutely brilliant. And having a quick look on that, we've been asked to hear the music round one more time, so I will play it through one more time as Una goes to get me more fresh animals, stuffed animals, not like we don't have a zoo in the back, because Mom is complaining. So there you go. While you're there, give us a like, give us a share so we can let more people know, because I'm very chuffed with this round. If you're just joining, like so many people are, then just let us know, just to keep you up to speed. What is going to happen is now I'm going to play you some songs from Horrible Histories. I want to know, what are the names of the monarchs from these songs?
Number 1. I am a leader and a lady and a queen. I'm such a queen, never been seen. I am a pharaoh, yet they're all meant to be guys, but I don't care, I just wear be a disguise. Number 2.
Never had a limp, always walked my full height. Never had a hump and my arm was all right. Never took the crown with illegal power. Never killed my nephews, the princes in the tower. Tudor propaganda's all absurd.
Number 3. For 40 years I ruled alone, shed all those tears while on the throne. What got me through the pain and hurt was clinging to the memory of Albert. Number 4.
I love the people and the people love me so much that they restored the English monarchy. I'm part Scottish, French, Italian, a little bit Dane, but 100% party animal. Champagne, spaniels I adored, named after me too. Like me, they were fun with a natty hairdo. Is today my birthday? I can't recall. Let's have a party anyway because I love them all.
Right, my friends. So there you go. There you have it. There were the MP3s one more time. I hope Mommy Chana is much more happy with the choice of stuffed toys. And I hope that you are now all up to date, because what that means is we now move on with thundering stealth into the answer round. Don't forget, you are going to be marking your own answer sheets. Be fair, be honest, because you could be the winner this week with Rue stepping down. That means that we need a new quiz monarch. See what I did there? I linked it back to the MP3. It's very. If I didn't point it out, that would have been very slick. That's all I'm saying. So this is your opportunity to let us know if you need any questions repeating, and a final opportunity to do so, because we are going to move over to the to the answers. Sorry, I just saw Mum's so Mummy Chorn's is comment lovely monkey, and it just oof. So there you go. So let's move on. Before we start talking about the Oedipus complex, let's start talking about the answers for round number 1. Question number 1 of round number 1. If you are on YouTube or Facebook, you can still share this. You can still comment. You can still like. You all know that. So question number 1. What year was the EU referendum vote? Thank you very much, Harris, on YouTube, for clarifying that. That was the second one, which was in 2016. Remember it well. I was waiting for a flight to go over to Berlin, and when we landed, we decided we were no longer going to be part of the EU, and going through customs with the sign, are you an EU resident? Standing there going, I don't know. It was very unnerving. Question number 2. Who famously entered a lookalike contest and came third? You're going to have to let me know if this is famous enough at all. I thought this was quite well known, but Charlie Chaplin, the man who based himself on Hitler, he famously entered a lookalike contest of all Charlie Chaplins, and he came third. Also, can I just put a pin in it? If you're watching on YouTube, Lisa has just dropped this absolute truth bomb that her aunt's cousin wrote and acted in Horrible Histories. That is genuinely one of the most impressive things I've ever heard, and I don't even mean that jokingly. That is mental. Lisa, for that, I'm going to give you a bonus point, right? Question number 3. Question number 3. The song that was voted as the UK's favourite Eurovision Song Contest performance. I'm interested to know what people think about this one. It was Waterloo by ABBA, famously all about the Battle of Waterloo, and that was apparently I don't even think it was. I would have thought Love Shine a Light, but apparently not. Question number 4. Can you guess those musicals? In at number 1, Matilda, very good musical. In a Book of Mormon. I think I am the only person that lives in London that hasn't seen the Book of Mormon. I've heard it's very good. Actually, I've heard mixed reviews, strangely, but I do want to go and see it. Third one is Tina. That is just what it's known, or Tina Turner, the musical. I will accept to give you 3 points. Hamilton, the new hot ticket in town. And finally, Wicked. So that's Matilda, Book of Mormon, Tina, Hamilton, and Wicked. Gets you the full 5 points. Please let me know that you're keeping up to speed. If you need any answers repeating, just hop in those comments, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube. Question number 5. Walkers in the US. What are they called? I can tell you, if you don't know this, they are called Lays. There you go. That's it. So in the US, walkers are actually called lays. Question number 6. I'm looking particularly at you, Hiker. In Germany, they call it a Dödel sack, which literally translates as Yogel sack. In England, we call it bag. They are horrible. No one likes a bagpipe. I don't know why they're still a thing. It sounds like a cat being strangled. Question number 7 is picture number 2. Can you name those cakes from the cross sections? And at number 1 was a classic with Vicky Sponge. Not enough people call it a Vicky Sponge. That's my point. I once heard that when I was at school. I was like, I'm having that. Vicky Sponge or Victoria Sponge. Second one was red velvet cake. Third one was a rainbow cake. Again, I think that's a relatively new kid on the block. I don't remember ever seeing a rainbow cake up until about 2 years ago. Then a fourth one, you get fourth point for Battenberg. Just chucking it out there. Horrible. Troll me if you like. I do not like marzipan. I've never seen the appeal of Battenberg. All of the bad parts of the cake, none of the good stuff. And finally, one of my favorite cakes, urinal cake, a la Richard Wright's joke. That is a homage to you on your birthday, my friend. Urinal cake. There's the cross sections from the different cakes. Question number 8. Very tough question. No one's meant to know the answer. It was true or false. So it's 50-50, which means it has to be hard. The question was, who came first? Bisto or Oxo? Now, if you look into your gravy history, which I'm sure you all have, Oxo was set up as a family business, but actually the company first was registered in 1899, whereas Bisto was around in 1908, 99, the year that gravy came home. Question number 9. What does ITV stand for? Very simple. Independent television. Independent television. That's what it stands for. And I can also see a lot of people, I quite like the communal backing me up this week, that Becky's saying that they haven't seen the Book of Mormon either. Thank you. I've got John saying he doesn't like marzipan either. Thank you. YouTubers need to up your game. That's what I'm saying. Question number 10. True or false? The Netherlands are the largest exporters of fresh onions in the world. I can tell you that is true. The Netherlands are strangely the largest exporters of fresh onions in the world, followed by Mexico and then India. It doesn't really seem to be any oniony rationale. Now, looking at the rulers from the Horrible History songs, in at number 1, very cool song inspired by Lady Gaga. That was Cleopatra. You get 1 point for her. I think you would really have got it if you heard the album. It was Queen Victoria. The third one, perhaps the hardest. Thank you very much. Jenny's just said, I'm with you. Battenberg cake is awful. Steve on Facebook is saying, absolutely agree. And Mommy Chauncey is saying Oxo. That's nice. So the third one, the Humpback, you might know that from Shakespeare play. That was Richard III. And then the final one with the natty hairdo, you might have got it from the dog reference. I know that's definitely where I got it from. It was Charles II. So there you go. Cleopatra, Queen Victoria, Richard III, and Charles II, which thus concludes round number 1. And what that means is we are going to take a 5-minute break where you can go to the toilet, have a wee, have a poo. You can go grab yourself a fresh drink. You can, if you are like me, grab a fan because it is scorching here. I know, Lisa, you said that it is very cold up north, but down here, us softy southerners are absolutely sweltering. I think it got to 28 today, which is not okay in May. But there we go. Global warming has taken a hold, so might as well make the most of it while we go out. So we are going to take a 5-minute break. We are going to be back here in 5 minutes at 22. But in the meantime, before you go, what we need is please use the comment button to tell us what you scored this round. I need to know, what did you score? Use the comment bar in order to tell us what did you score in round number 1. I need to know who is in the lead. Don't forget, Ruth, my sister, is not playing this week. That means that we need a queen or king of the quiz. Could it be you? I need to know how people are doing so far. Keep those coming in, and we will be back in 5. Da, 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 da. Welcome back. We're on time. Thank you very much, my friends, for joining. I will let you take your seats. If you are just joining right now, what have you missed? Well, the most important thing of the day so far, it's Richard Wright's birthday. Happy birthday, Richard Wright. Also, as well, you are joining a wonderful time because my sister, the reigning quiz champ, has decided to step down and for somebody to step into the void. I think this is absolutely exciting. It's really looking forward to how people are doing in the first round so far. We had those horrible history things. I realized, Josie, you're not uncultured at all. Horrible histories, I just want to point out, is for children. So it is weird that a 31-year-old man with no kids loves it so much. That said, I absolutely don't want to make that out as bad because we have quizzing royalty as far as I see it. Yes, we have had Dame Kelly Holmes play the quiz before. Yes, we have had Johnny Benjamin MBE, but I think this week, and she gets an extra bonus point for wrote and was in it. I genuinely, I can't get over that. I absolutely can't get over to that. If you want to give a happy birthday, right then do, like John has. How wonderful, how lovely that is of him. Also, don't forget that it is Kirsten's birthday coming up in that's on this Monday. Now, have a quick look at the scores so far. In the least winning, it's the nicest way of saying it. With 8, we've got Tom and John. Well done. In at 9, we've got Lisa. 14, we've got Pete, and we've got John. Skipping up a little bit, we've got Keris. At 19, we've got Becky, we've got Francesca, we've got Rich, we've got Steph. And in at 20, so far, leading the charge is Steve. I cannot believe there is 1 point in forward to. I am sorry if the connection is unstable on YouTube. Let me know if you miss anything while you are there. Then give us a little thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, then please do. Same for Facebook. Let us know. Share that love. And we can see who is playing. Also, a little absolute scenes here of Team Wheelie Wheelie Wheelie. It looks like Team Wheelie Wheelie Wheelie, which subsequently is an amazing game show that you have to see. Let us know if that is touring anywhere because it is absolutely brilliant. Team Wheelie 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 is the birthday team. They are second place, as is Becky, Francesca. Steve is leading the charge with 20 so far. And that means that we move on to the second round. Very exciting. Again, let us know if you've got anything that needs repeating, and I will do my best to repeat anything. You guys are going to nail it with Saturday as well. Yes, I love all these comments in between different people. It's really nice. That's what I was said when I created this quiz. I wanted to create a community of quizzers, and it's genuinely lovely to see you playing all so lovely. Oh, I'm proud, Dante. Right, we're going to catch on with question number 1 of round number 2. What popular food means little donkey in Spanish? That's question number 1 of round number 2. What popular food translates as little donkey from the Spanish? That's what I want to know. That's question number 1 of round number 2. Also, while you're doing that, something really important everyone needs to know. Mummy Trons! She's second. She got 19, a little bit further behind. You got Hike It in on 17. Better late than never letting us know what you got. If you haven't already, let us know. We've got so many people that unfortunately haven't pointed out so far. But well done, Mommy Chawns being second. Could Mommy Chawns take the crown from her daughter? Oh, that would be a PR spin, wouldn't it? That would be something I'd like. Right, well done, Mommy Chawns. Question number 2. These are TripAdvisor. Tosh. Basically, this is a round where I give you a TripAdvisor review. It is a belter. I want to know, where is this person talking about? So this is a disgruntled review of a famous place. Where is this TripAdvisor review talking about? The TripAdvisor review goes, there's absolutely nothing here. Just the ruins of an old town. There you go. Where is that TripAdvisor review talking about? The review goes, there's absolutely nothing here. just the ruins of an old town. Where is that person talking about? I love TripAdvisor. It is a god. I would never be able to write things as funny as TripAdvisor reviewers. Question number 3. It should be easy, but I think this one is going to be quite hard. Question number 3 is, what are Fred and Barney's wives called in the Flintstones? You get 1 point for each. What are Fred and Barney's wives called in the Flintstones? That means there's 2 points up for Offer. We're getting all the birthday messages coming through. Another happy birthday to Richard Wright. Also, happy birthday, Kirsten and Richard. That's coming from Una. Mommy Chawns is very excited to be in second place. Could she take it from Ruth? And I love the responses you're getting on YouTube. Very good, Keris and Richard. The second question was the TripAdvisor review. Where are we talking about? There's absolutely nothing of significance here, just a ruined town. Richard Wright has gone in with Stoke, which I think is a brilliant answer. And Keris has gone a little further afield and said that's literally anywhere in quarantine. Very good. That's why you're my favorite people. Question number 4 is picture number 3. Can you name the obscured apps there? There are 5 up on Offer. Can you name those obscured apps? That's question number 4. Picture number 3. Also, Mommy Chance is getting a little bit of an offer here on Facebook. Lisa has asked if Mommy Chance wants to join the team because it's looking grim for Lisa and Loons. Who knows? Maybe they could all team up and it could be a romping victory. Let's not forget that Ruth, whenever she won, there was also a team. There was Will, there was Andy, there was Holly, there was her colleagues. That is why she won. So don't forget, that's how you do it. So you do it, Lisa. Smart thinking. Smart thinking. Question number 5. Ostensibly very simple, but actually very difficult. What side of the road do they drive on in Italy? Ooh. Now, no racist comments. Don't want any of that. You're better than that, because I can think of them all. But question number 5. What side of the road do they drive on in Italy? That's question number 5. Question number 6, as we move on. Again, I don't want to bring it back to quarantine, but I think this is very pertinent for quarantine. How many units are men and women meant to drink a week? That's according to the NHS. We all lie. That's all I'm going to say. You know, if you are dry, if you are sober, absolutely. And I don't mean to, sort of make you feel out of the loop. Absolutely fair play to you, because we've started buying alcohol-free beer purely because we've not been drinking this many units. We've been drinking treble it. So how many units, according to nhs.uk, should you be drinking? Don't worry. Don't feel guilty. You are not alone if you are drinking more than this, because I think everybody else is. Mommy Chance is also saying that she's sprinkling her luck to Lisa. Also, Francesca is playing with Alexa. Oh, I just realized I said that my sister had a team, and now Francesca is implying that my sister used Alexa, which I can tell you is absolutely wrong, because they don't own one. That's the only reason I know. You can Google. It's not as funny. I get the joke. It's a very good joke. Question number 7. Speaking of my sister, we move on to celebrity siblings. In picture number 4, that's question number 7. In picture number 4, I have given you some famous people's siblings. There is a resemblance. Can you name who their famous siblings are? There are 4 points up for Offer there. That's question number 7. Picture number 4. 4 points on Offer if you can name the famous celebrity siblings. While we are doing that, then let me know in the comments if you need any questions repeated. I realize I am moving at 1,000 miles an hour. I hope it's not repetitive, but I also hope that it's not too quick either. As we thunder on to question number 8. What is the chemical symbol for gold? That's question number 8. What is the chemical symbol for gold? I'm going to give you a clue. If you are a fan of James Bond, that might help you a little bit. But what is the chemical symbol for gold? Just chucking it out there, not a fan. I don't understand the gold thing. Silver, lovely. White gold, why would you do that? Why would you pay double the price of silver for something that looks the same? I don't understand it. But that's also equally the same reason why I don't live in Shoreditch. But there we go. That's question number 8. What is the chemical symbol for gold? Now, we've got some people coming in, tattling in and asking, can we have some questions repeated? Absolutely. Don't leave it till the end. Let us know in the comments section if you need any questions repeated. Like I've had question number 1 has to be repeated. Question number 1 is, what popular food translates as little donkey in Spanish? Not the song, the food. Little donkey. Weird song. And if they'd use the word ass, I think a lot more kids would prefer it. Question number 1, what popular food means in Spanish? Got another one coming through as well. Question number 3, what are the names of Fred and Barney's wives in the Flintstones? What are the name of Fred and Barney's wives in the Flintstones? Don't forget, if you need any questions repeating, just in the comments section, I will repeat them. But we are now up to question number 9. Took me a lot of research. This is like the true or false. I think you're going to find this difficult. You're obviously not going to know the answer because it's a 50-50 question. Very difficult to know which one would be which one. Logic, try and think about if you visited here. This is a question, how much does it cost? If you rocked up on the day to these 2 attractions, which one would be more expensive? So if you rocked up on the day to Stonehenge or to Cadbury World, which one would be more expensive to get into? That is question number 9. I'm going to give you a little bit of time on that, just to repeat that question. If you rocked up on the day, which one is more expensive? Stonehenge or Cadbury World? Play with your teams. Also, of course, I do know that Stonehenge is free one day a year because that's the summer solstice. I'm very lucky that I've actually been able to see the Stones and go to the summer solstice. And I also know that Cadbury World is free to get into if you break in. But if you are paying and if you rocked up on the day, which one is more expensive, Cadbury World or Stonehenge? And question number 10. I didn't realise how historic I've been this week. Sticking with history leaders, how many of Henry V111's wives were called Anne? There you go. How many of Henry VIII's wives were called Anne? Henry V111, as I like to call him. Or, here's a little fact, Henry IV created the IV. How many of Henry VIII's wives are called Anne? That's question number 10. And that means that we now come to the end of round number 2. Now, we have got Catchphrase Karaoke this week. I will give you the duration of Catchphrase Karaoke to let me know if you need any questions repeating. Don't forget, this week you have got a very, very real chance of taking home the crown from my sister. I want to know who that is. Wouldn't it be amazing if it was Mommy Chawns this week? Wouldn't it be amazing if it was Francesca? I'll just let you know, in at 19, we've got Becky, we've got Francesca, we've got Rich, we've got Steph. It could be Rich. It could be him on his birthday, or it still could be Lisa. It could be Pete. It could be Tom. All of those people that are down the quiz. Don't forget, we have still got the booster round, which is a great way to pick up points in that late stage of the game. Potentially 10 on offer this week. So let me know. While we do this, I'm going to play you 4 sitcom catchphrases. I want to know, what sitcoms do these catchphrases come from? While we do that, hop in the comments if you need anything repeated. But for now, for Catchphrase Karaoke, what sitcoms are these catchphrases from?
Number 1.
I thought you were against plastic surgery. I thought you said that cosmetic enhancement was symptomatic of a sick society that worships a cult of youth and beauty. Anyone seeking the quick fix of physical change was literally wanting. Yeah, no.
Number 2.
Hello! Yes! Yeah, just getting a skinny cappuccino latte! Molto grando! Yeah! Yes, great! Yeah, ciao!
Number 3.
You've made a new friend. Oh, a friend? Since when have you had other friends? Oh, friend.
I knew him from when we was doing trials at West Ham. He's moved into the area. He's just some guy.
Some guy? Oh, he's just some guy. Oh, he's just some guy. That's all it is. Just a friend from when Jay had trials at West Ham that never happened. Don't forget the thumbs up. Oh, friend. Oh, new friend. Oh, friend. He's my friend. Oh, friend. Oh, friend.
Number 4.
Now, sir, single or double-breasted? Oh, I do apologise, sir. That sounded like a smutty innuendo, didn't it? A bit of smut, sir. Suit you, suit you, sir. Oh, suit you, suit you, suit you, suit you. What? Will you just build me a f***ing sewer?
There you go. Can you name those sitcoms from the catchphrases? I'm going to give you a little bit more time just to comment if you need any of the questions repeated, because don't forget this week it is very real that you could take home the title. You could take over from my sister who's been reigning champ for weeks. There is not a lot in it. There are 7 teams in between with 2 points either side. So very, very exciting if you do need any of those repeated. I am going to repeat that catchphrase karaoke. I want to know, what sitcom do these catchphrases come from?
Number 1.
I thought you were against plastic surgery. I thought you said that cosmetic enhancement was symptomatic of a sick society that worships a cult of youth and beauty. Anyone seeking the quick fix of physical change was left morally wanting.
Yeah, I know.
Number 2.
Hello! Yes! Yeah, no, I'm just getting a sea cappuccino latte! Molto grando! Yeah! Yes, great! Yeah, ciao!
Number 3.
You've made a new friend. Oh, a friend? Since when have you had other friends? Oh, friend.
I knew him from when we was doing trials at West Ham. He's moved into the area. He's just some guy.
Some guy? Oh, he's just some guy. Oh, he's just some guy. That's all it is. Just a friend from when Jay had trials at West Ham that never happened. Don't forget the thumbs up. Oh, friend. Oh, new friend. Oh, friend. He's my friend. Oh, friend. Oh, friend.
Number 4.
Now, sir, single or double-breasted? Oh, I do apologise, sir. That sounded like a smutty innuendo, didn't it? A bit of smut, sir. Suit you, suit you, sir. Oh, suit you, suit you, suit you, suit you. What? Will you just build me a f***ing sewer?
My goodness. You know when you say, I don't know if you've ever said a word over and over again so much that it loses any form of, sort of sense. I don't know if you've ever had that. One of my friends, here's a little tip. This is another tip for keeping you mentally healthy during Mental Health Awareness Week. One of the best tips I ever had from a Polish bassist that I knew at school. He said, if ever you get angry, look in a mirror and say cottage 5 times. And he said it was guaranteed to make him laugh. Anyway, the reason for saying that is I kept on saying those were sitcoms, but Richard Wright, birthday boy, aka the king in my eyes, has come on to YouTube and absolutely rightly pointed out that 3 of those sitcoms are not sitcoms. 3 of those sitcoms were not sitcoms. Does that make sense?
Sketch shows.
Sketch shows. So the catchphrase karaoke, yeah, I suppose it still does work, but you're absolutely right. Anyway, now I am blabbering on. I need to know if you need any questions repeating, because we are going to go on to the answers now. Just while I give you a little bit of time to comment if you need any questions repeating. Also, give us a thumbs up or a share while you're there. What's going to happen is we're going to give the answers for round number 2. I am then going to ask you what you got in terms of score-wise in the second round, and then we go on to the booster round, an amazing way to pick up points in those last stage of the game. You could be the winner. What an amazing gift that would be for Richard Wright, possibly the best birthday present he could ever have. Maybe it could be Kirsten, and your birthday's coming up on the 25th. Maybe it could be Mommy Chauns, who needs a bit of a lift right now. It could be you. So I can see that no more comments are coming through for questions repeated. Without further ado, let's get on with the answers. Question number 1. The popular food that means little donkey in Spanish is a burrito. There you go. Apparently it means little donkey, little burrito. It's kind of weird because then you eat it and you're like, oh, I thought it was vegetarian. Question number 2, TripAdvisor review. I love this one, and I hope you did too. The review was, there's absolutely nothing of significance here, just the ruins of a town. It's not Stoke. It's not any town in quarantine. It is, of course, Pompeii. Never been. Bastille put me off it very much so when they wrote that song about it. Question number 3, could be easy, could be one of those ones that's very annoying and very tricky. Betty and Wilma were the name of Fred and Barney's wives in the Flintstones. Question number 4 is the obscured apps in picture number 3. And at number 1, WhatsApp. And at number 2, Snapchat. And at number 3 is Facebook, then TikTok, then YouTube. Let's just double check that. I realized that I wrote that and then I didn't double check it. So you get Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, Snapchat, Spotify, and YouTube. Sorry, I missed one out there. So that was Facebook, WhatsApp, Spotify, TikTok, Snapchat, and YouTube. I hope that makes sense. Oh, yeah, it was just a load of companies that I just spurred out either. Question number 5. What side of the road do they drive on in Italy? Again, it's a 50-50 question. I can tell you that in Italy, they drive on the right. There are only 4 European countries that still drive on the left. Of course, that includes the United Kingdom. In Ireland, they drive on the left as well, which leads 2 more countries. This is another for possible more pub quiz knowledge. The 2 other countries that drive on the left are Cyprus and Malta. There you go. Apart from that, if you're in Europe, always drive on the right. Question number 6. How many units do we lie about drinking for men and women each week? I can tell you, actually, contrary to popular belief, I went on to nhs.uk, and the recommended dose on nhs.uk is the same for men and women, which I found very interesting. And it was 14 units. And no, you're not getting by on a technicality. I didn't say 40. I didn't say 40. I mean, if you're drinking that much, you're probably not alone. But 4 units per week, 14. So I know this is a public health service thing, but all I'm going to say is don't feel guilty if you drink more than that. And if you don't drink at all, absolute hat tip to you. I don't mean to be patronising, just very jealous. Question number 7 is picture number 4. Can you name the celebrities from their siblings? So in at top left, I thought that was very easy. Una found that very difficult. That was Beth Winslet. It was Kate Winslet's sister. In at top right was Matthew Sheeran, Ed Sheeran's brother. Bottom left was Princess Margaret, so that's the Queen's sibling. And bottom right was, he's an MP in his own right, but no one cares about him. It's Joe Johnson, Boris Johnson's brother. I bet he was evil. Just checking it out then. Question number 8, the symbol for gold. If anyone watched Goldeneye, aka Gold Member, you will know that it's AU. It gets weird, isn't it? You'd have thought it's a G, but it's not. It's AU. Question number 9. If you rocked up on the day, which one is more expensive, Stonehenge or Cadbury World? I really love this. I thought this would be really, really divisive. I didn't want to lead people. I can tell you, if you rocked up on the day, Stonehenge for an average paying adult, if you don't have English Heritage membership, is £19. £19. Now, the real question is Cadbury World more or less than £19? Well, as of the website, when I checked it today, if you rocked up to Cadbury World on the day as an adult, the average price to get in, £18. How mental is that? Stonehenge is more expensive to get into than Cadbury World. That is genuinely mental. Some stones in a field, or you can see chocolate. Mental. That is just mental. Stones don't even do anything. Annoys me. It's beautiful though. God bless the Druids. Question number 10. How many of Henry V111's wives were called Anne? I can tell you it was 2. Anne Boleyn, the person that invented bowling, and Anne of Cleves, who was apparently a munter. Not my words. Those were the words of the Archbishop of Canterbury at the time. Right. Now we look at the Catchphrase Karaoke. I want that one. Was, of course, for Little Britain. The next one was Trigger Happy TV. I'm on a train. The third one was The In-Betweeners. And the final one, suits you, sir, was from The Fast Show. There you go, 1 point for each. Now let's have a quick look, hop on the comments. If you need any questions repeating, now is your time to tell me. We're going to move on very quickly to the booster round. So hop on onto those comments and let me know if you need any questions repeating. For example, Mommy Chawns has got in touch and she said, how many points for 6 then? Very good question, Mommy Chawns. If you got it correct, there's 1 point. Richard Wright on YouTube has said, I'm not allowed in Cadbury World after the incident. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This is why I love you guys. I love Wednesday. It's my favorite day of the week. So I think without any further ado, we are now going to move on to the booster round. Don't forget, this week it means that you could take the crown off my sister. Oh, before I do that, sorry. Let us know, what did you get in total? That is really, really important. Get that coming in now. I need to know, what are you on in total? We need to know what you are. I've just destroyed the flat. I need to know, what did you get in total for rounds 1 and 2? We've got Richard Wright saying that he is on 38. That is the top score so far because he's the first one that came in. This is really important because don't forget there are 10 points up on offer, up for grabs in the next round. So we need to know what you're on. John Davidson on 32. Sort of valiant effort. Don't forget, John, there are 10 points up on offer in this next round. We've got 37 right behind with Karis and Neil, which means the birthday boy seems to be leading the charge at the moment. But no, we've got Francesca, who is currently on 40. She was always snipping at the heels of Ruth. Could she win it so far? But don't forget, if you are a little bit further behind, for example, if you're on 26, don't worry. There is still 10 points up for grabs. Now, if you haven't played this round before, well, I'll give you a little bit of time to get your scores on those comments bars. Let me tell you what's going to happen next. This is the bonus booster round. I'm going to read you out some clues. This week, you have to guess the movie. You have to get in the comments section. You have to comment. You only get one chance to guess, and you are going to be policing that. The first clue I give you, if you guess it on that, you get 10 points. If you get it on the second clue, you get 9 points. If you get it on the third clue, you get 8, and it gets easier as you get more clues. You've got to work as a team, and you only have one go per team. Again, you are policing that, but I absolutely trust you on that. And it's the first person that I see that comments in the comment section that gets it right, that gets all of the points. So only one person gets these points. I will go through that again. I'm going to read out the clues. You've got to guess the movie. You have to comment. You only get one comment per team. The first comment, if you get it at the first clue, if you get it after that, it's worth 10. If you get it after that, it's worth 9, 8, and so on. I can tell you that Mommy Chawns is leading with 39. She is just behind Francesca. She is in second place, as is Steve. Becky is on 39 and a half. We've also got Hiker in on 34. That means that there are a huge chunk of you that could get this. So I'm just going to go through those rules one more time. I'm going to read out clues. You have to guess the movie. You have to comment in the comments bar. You only get one comment, and if you get it off the first clue, it's 10 points. Second clue, 9. Third point, 8. You have to work as a team, and it's the first person that I see that comments correctly that gets it right. Mommy Chawns is sprinkling some luck Lisa's way. Richard Bright has pointed out that I said she's leading in second place, which is very impressive. I took everything that I know from Priti Patel. Right. Guessing the movie this week. 10 points are on offer if you can tell me what movie I am. When I premiered, I grossed 914 million US dollars worldwide. There you go. I'm going to give that a little bit of a chance. If anyone wants to guess, don't forget you only have one option to guess. You can only comment once. I need to know if you are going to do that. If you did get it now, you would get a whopping 10 points. If you got it wrong, you would be out of the game. There are no points on offer. That clue is when I premiered, I grossed 914 million worldwide. We have one guess in so far, and that is come via YouTube. The guess for 10 points has come from John. He doesn't get another guess. He could get 10 points if this is correct. John reckons that the movie I am talking about is Avatar. Well, I can tell you, John, you are incorrect. I am sorry, my friend. That means that you are out of the running, as is Lisa with the same guess. You are out of the running. That means that this has opened up for more people. We know that it is not Avatar. We know that when it premiered, it grossed 914 million worldwide. Don't forget, you only get one comment. We're going to move in. If you get it off this clue, you get 9 points. I was the highest grossing film ever at the time that I was released. In the year that I was released, I was the highest grossing movie ever at the time. If you want to guess, that will give you 9 points, because let's not forget that's the second time. That's the second clue. The first clue was I premiered, I grossed around 914 million worldwide. The second one is that meant that I was the highest grossing movie ever of all time. I can see on the comments, because you only have one comment, and Lisa and John are both out of the running. We are playing for the top prize, the quiz champion, to take on Ruth's legacy. I can see that people are hesitant to. To be honest, I absolutely share that. So I am going to move on to your third clue. If you get it off this, you get 8 points. I won more than 20 awards. That is your third clue. Off the back of when I premiered, I grossed 914 million US dollars worldwide. I was the highest grossing film ever at the time that I was released. And if you get it now, I won more than 20 awards. That gets you 8 points. I'm going to give you 3 more seconds to get in on the comments. John, don't give it away. I know that you know it now, but I'm going to give you 3 more seconds to get in those guesses. 3, 2, 1. Okay, John and Lisa, you are out of the running. Please don't comment, but I am interested later on to know if you got it. Question number, clue. Oh my goodness, she's got it. Jenny is absolutely right. It is Jurassic Park. That means that Jenny, playing all by yourself, you have now boosted your score up 7 points. I need to know, what did you get? Richard Wright there guessed Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Unfortunately, that is wrong. Jenny, I need to know what your score is right now, because don't forget, we are leading the charge with 40. And straight behind, Becky is 39.5. Our current leader so far with 40 is Francesca. Has she got it? Jenny, have you picked her to the post? I really need to know. Well done, Jenny, for getting that. The other clues were, I'm set on the fictional island of Island Nebula. I'm based on a book. My music was written by John Williams. I need to know if John, maybe you know it. Lisa, maybe you know it. Francesca, you got it right, but it was too late. We are just waiting on Jenny to let us know what is your overall score, if that boosted it, because Mommy Chawns has got it now. Unfortunately, it is too late. A lot of love coming through for Jenny. We're going to give it a couple more seconds to let her know what did Jenny get all in. Oh my goodness, my friends. So Jenny got 17. She didn't have the picture rounds. So with that 7 added on, that makes, if I'm correct, her 24, which means Francesca wins this week's round. Well done to you, Francesca. You've been in it from the start. Absolutely brilliant. You are now a quiz champion. That is absolutely incredible. Well done to Jenny for getting that right. Well done for Becky for coming second. Thanks to Richard. Right, I have one huge final announcement. We are going to be taking a 2-week break. The quiz will not be returning next week. It will be returning the week after. So if you are interested, if you still want to play, it would be lovely to see you back on Wednesday, June the 3rd, absolutely same time. We'll hopefully be there with our reigning champ, Francesca. It will be 8 o'clock, but we're going to give it a week's break and we will then be back on Wednesday, the 3rd of June. Up until now, what I wanted to say was well done, Francesca. Well done for Jenny. Thank you so much to everyone for playing. You have made this quiz an absolute dream to do. Have a great week. Thank you very much and goodbye. Cheers, guys, and well done to Francesca. Have a lovely week. See you on the 3rd.